How did Abraham Lincoln's death affect the United States? Imagine a nation on the brink of a new era, having just emerged from the devastating Civil War. Then, in an instant, the leader who had guided it through those tumultuous times was gone. This is what happened when Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, was assassinated on April 14, 1865. So how did his death impact the United States? Lincoln's assassination occurred at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., where he was attending a play. John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer and actor, shot Lincoln in the back of the head. This event sent shockwaves across the nation, which was already reeling from the war. The immediate aftermath was marked by political instability. Lincoln's death left a leadership vacuum, and his successor, Andrew Johnson, had a very different vision for the country. Johnson, a Southern Democrat, did not share Lincoln's moderate and conciliatory approach to Reconstruction. This difference in leadership significantly altered the course of Reconstruction. Under Lincoln, the plan was for a swift and relatively painless process of reintegration for the Southern states, along with laying the groundwork for civil rights for African Americans. However, with Johnson at the helm, the process became more contentious and fractured. Johnson's policies were more lenient towards the South, which led to increased conflict and tension between him and the radical Republicans in Congress. The absence of Lincoln's leadership also allowed racially motivated violence to rise. Organizations like the Ku Klux Klan began to terrorize freed slaves, making it difficult for them to exercise their newfound freedom. The lack of strong federal support meant that many African Americans had to navigate a society that was actively working to limit their rights and economic opportunities. Lincoln's death also had a profound impact on the nation's emotional and psychological state. The euphoria of Union victory was suddenly replaced with mourning and grief. The funeral procession in Washington, D.C. was a somber affair reflecting the nation's sorrow. In the long term, Lincoln's assassination affected the nation's trajectory towards racial equality and civil rights. Without his steady hand, the struggles for these rights were prolonged. The legacy of his vision continued to influence American discourse, but the immediate impact was a more divided and contentious Reconstruction era. In essence, Abraham Lincoln's death was a turning point in American history, altering the path of Reconstruction and the nation's progress towards racial equality and national reconciliation. His absence left a void that was felt for generations to come.